Hello everyone, so I'm not sure if this video will ever see the light of day. I just kind of wanted to come on here and explain a little bit about what's been going on with me this past weekend. So a little bit of trauma, kind of getting the trauma off my chest, and a little bit of bearing my soul to y'all. Not really bearing my soul, but just more in depth than I've ever gone. As you can see, my hand is pretty bruised up, and my chin is definitely bruised up with some cuts, and my lip has a cut on it. So on October 25th of this year, 2024, I was walking home from dropping my boys off at school. I've dropped them off by walking for the past couple of years, never had any problems. Looked both ways like I always do, and while I was crossing the street, crossing the entrance to the bus loop, so what isn't even really a street, it's a driveway. Crossing the driveway, 3/4 through, an SUV decided to turn. First of all, they never should have turned because I was already in the crossing. But second of all, they turned, but then they turned on the wrong side of the road. And I'm very much fight, not flight. So I put my hands out to thinking that if I hit the hood of the vehicle, she could stop in time, but she was going too fast. On top of it, she was distracted by her kid in the back seat, who she said had autism. So she turned in on the wrong side of the road. She shouldn't have been turning at all if she was distracted by her kid. Sorry if you can hear my kids in the background. And then she turned on the wrong side of the street. She hit me. She must have been going about 10 miles per hour, maybe a little bit more. I would say closer to 15 miles per hour. And when she hit me, she threw me. Well, I skidded back with her car because, of course, it took her a reaction time to stop the car. So I scooted back with her car probably a good 5 feet, and then she threw me probably a good 5-6 feet on top of that. So I was about 12 feet away from where I originally was when I was crossing the thing. I've got tons of bruises all over me, all over my stomach, all over my chest area. I kind of, like I said, I put my hands out, so I turned a little bit, so my hip hurts whenever I extend it too much. Nothing's torn or broken in my hips, thankfully. Thank God. This hand got all busted up. This is the first time I'm able to move it and since the accident happened. I've got road rash on my chin. I've got it on my left leg. The left side of my body took the brunt of everything. I got on my left leg. It's probably a good foot long by 6 inches wide. It's really bad looking. And then my left toe got broken, so I'm in a walking boot, which sucks. I don't like the walking boot at all, but I know I need it because otherwise I would be overextending my toe just walking regularly, and it wouldn't heal right. My right foot did get scuffed up on the bottom, so I'm also having to keep that clean and stuff. It took a couple of chunks of skin out. Sorry, this is a very graphic TMI video, but I'm talking about an accident, so I feel kind of like that's expected a little bit. They did my jaw. It hurts so bad, even on pain meds. I can close it, but if I close it all the way, right in here, I get sharp pain. They took a CT scan of my hips, of my jaw area. Since I didn't lose consciousness, they didn't do any type of imaging on my brain or anything like that. No concussion, thank God. They did do x-rays, obviously, on my foot. That's how they found the broken bone. They did them on both feet and my wrist and my hand on this one, and my knee on my left leg. Like I said, everything took place on the left side of my body. So yeah, I posted stuff to Facebook and to Instagram, but I know that I have a following here on YouTube that doesn't follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. My back is really sore. It's starting to get sore today, which is to be expected. The doctors and the nurses both told me that everything is going to start to hurt more over the next few days before it starts to get better. So I'm in a lot of pain. I'm on pain meds, just ibuprofen 600 milligrams or something like that. Nothing too strong. I didn't want anything that I could get. Oh yeah, my elbows have road rash right in here and in here. You can see this one better. I just knocked down the chair arm, and it reminded me that it's there. Yeah, they said it'll get obviously worse before it gets better. I didn't want anything that was addictive when it came to pain meds. They didn't offer me anything that could be addictive. Thank God that they didn't even try to go that route. But I'm on that, and I'm on a muscle relaxant because apparently when you decide to have an accident, well, you don't really decide to have an accident, it happens to you. When you get in an accident like I did, your muscles will spasm as they're healing, and the trauma of your body is just kind of catching up with itself. I've had 2 huge leg cramps, and of course it's on my left leg where my broken toe is, so I couldn't really get up. The first one was in the hospital bed right after it happened, so I couldn't get out of the hospital bed because I was tied to all kinds of things. The second one was last night, or early this morning, like around 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. And I was able to get out of bed, but I couldn't walk. I had to put my leg down. Like for me, normally whenever I get cramps to go away, I just walk them out, like the Charlie horses. But this one I couldn't do that, so it hurt a lot. But yeah, I'm on pain meds and on muscle relaxants to try and get that to be minimized. I just thank God it could have been so much worse. even want to think about all the could haves, but it definitely could have been worse, and I am very thankful to God and very blessed that it wasn't worse. I think part of me, if I post this video, I don't know, part of me doesn't want to post it because of how worse it could have been, and I know that there are people out there that are victims of the same type of trauma that I went through, but did have worse trauma. And I just feel like they call it survivor's guilt whenever there's a major accident or whenever there's a major event and you survive and the person next to you didn't. Kind of like 9/11, there was a lot of survivor's guilt. And I'm not comparing what happened to me to 9/11 at all. That's not my intention. But I still have that guilt that compared to all the people that I not know personally but know of, that this could have been so much worse. So yeah, I think I'm going to stop rambling now. I think that's kind of documented everything that happened so far. I don't know if there's going to be more injuries popping up as my muscles continue to kind of like the road rash in my leg is was very numb up until this morning, and this morning I could feel it for the first time and it hurt so bad. I just I'm trying to get through this with humor, and so the other day on Saturday, the day after it happened, I posted on Facebook, "Good morning, Facebook. I feel like I got hit by an SUV. Oh wait, I did." So, trying to get through this with humor, and so thankful. So thankful that I wasn't worse, and just thankful to God. But yeah, that's what happened. She was on the wrong side of the road. Shouldn't have been entering the driveway when there's a pedestrian in the driveway anyways. And then I was already 3/4 of the way through. And I do feel I don't know what the right words are. I feel like this definitely, I'm glad that happened to me and not to the little boy who was crossing the street from the other direction right before it happened. And there was eyewitnesses around, and the lady stopped. But with the eyewitnesses, I was like, I was already in the driveway on the sidewalk because it has like the sidewalk and then it has the pavement, the asphalt. And I was like, I was already in the sidewalk walking, and all the eyewitnesses were like, no, you definitely were, like, this, she never should have turned. But so that's where I've been. My shoulders, not my shoulders, my in here on both arms have been killing me, probably because I tried to stop a 2.3 ton, according to my husband, vehicle with my hands. Trying to get her attention. So yeah, it's been a fun weekend. It's been a lot of me telling my kids, watch out for my feet, watch out for my leg, type of deal. But yeah, so that's what happened. I'm going to go ahead and end this video and decide if I'm going to upload it. If I do, thank you everyone that is watching the video and that watched to this point. Bye.